Hi there, welcome to Nonsense Whisky. My name's VinPF, and on today's episode we're going to be covering another Douglas Laing bottling, and this is the Big Peat 10-year-old. Now, fans of the show will have seen me covered a fair few of these remarkable regional malts in the past. If you want to check them out, there's a playlist for those, so I'll pop that up here. This here is the Big Peat, which is the Islay blend of the remarkable regional malts. Now, the other ones there are kind of they're designed around the regions of Scotland, so the different regions, and they're kind of indicative of the flavours that are kind of generally released from those areas. The stuff that you can find in here is stuff like, Ardbeg, Kalila, that sort of thing, bit of Bemora's in there as well. But this is the 10-year version because the remarkable regional malts range and the Big Peat are now 10 years old, first released in 2009. So they've released a 10-year bottling to celebrate that fact. Now, the original bottling is an amazing value bottling, and it's £35 in the UK. This is for the standard Big Peat. This is the 10-year version, so it's going to be a little bit more pricey, but in the UK comes in around about £60–61. Quite a lot of money, I think, but we'll get into whether that's worth the money or not later in the episode. It's a very exclusive whisky. There's 850 cases of it worldwide. So if you're into your kind of collecting of whiskey, or you want stuff that you're not going to be able to get in the future, then now's the time to have a look at that, because it's going to go and it's going to be gone for good. Let's have a look at the whiskey and see what we've got. We actually have coin number 124 sitting on top of that. So if you are interested in this coin or any of the others in the range, then don't forget to hit the description below and you can see just how to get hold of one of these coins. I have covered the standard Big Peat, but I haven't covered any of their kind of extra variants yet. There's the Christmas editions, which are really quite good, I think. I've tried them off camera but just haven't covered them. Let's get into the nose on this one. First thing to note is this is an Islay blend, so obviously there's going to be a big peat influence on this. So straight away, huge peat on the nose. It's also a little grassy, a little vegetal, a little bit earthy, but hiding away in the back is a touch of sweetness. It's not much at all, just a touch of sweetness, a little bit of vanilla-y, that kind of puddingy sweetness. But you've got to dig deep for that. It definitely is huge peat. So straight off the bat, I could say if you're not into your peated whiskey, not one for you. But if you are, it's definitely worth considering. Let's have a go on the palate. Okay. Obviously lots of smoke there. Nice waft of smoke going across the palate. Very peaty, very earthy peat. So it's kind of erring on the Ardbeggy side of Islay, that kind of peaty, earthy, not really medicinal. It's not that kind of medicinally Lafroigy taste that you might be used to if you're into Lafroig. Interestingly enough, it's a kind of a little bit briny as well. Lots of salt going on there, so I'm not sure where that's coming from directly. But as the nose portrayed, there's just a touch of sweetness to be found at the back there, which I think kind of rounds off the experience quite nicely. The finish is absolutely huge as well. Just keeps going and going, and it kind of fades and fades and fades as it goes. And as it's fading, it's kind of revealing this really nice oaky, spicy and kind of peaty earthiness to it as it goes along. For me, I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful dram, for sure. But the big question is going to be, is it worth the quite a lot extra from the standard £35 one versus this one? Nearly double, not quite double, but nearly double. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say probably not. The first one, the standard release, really is quite tasty and comes in very cheaply at £35. And I have to say, even the Christmas edition, which is this year still the 2018 one just gone, is still available on the internet, and that comes in at around £50, and we're talking 53.9% for that one. This one's a 46%er, but it's just aged for 10 years. And in my humble opinion, probably isn't worth the extra. If you really like the standard release and you're looking for something a little bit more special, probably not going to get it from this. It's still a quality dram, and if that sort of money is burning a hole in your pocket and you must have this 10-year version, then you're not going to be disappointed by any stretch of the imagination. But I would say if this is your first Big Peat, go out and buy the standard release maybe first. If this one happens to have sold out by then it's not a problem. these things happen. Sometimes you miss stuff, sometimes you don't, but there you go. That's my opinions on this. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this one. Hopefully you'll enjoy whatever you're drinking. But this is the Big Peat version of that. I don't want to say that.